In 2016, the Northeastern Jurisdictional Conference unanimously approved the call to action for racial justice in recognition of the deep and lasting problem of racial injustice in our denomination, jurisdictions, and country, and vowed to constructively address it.
Throughout the 2016-2020 quadrennium, Baltimore-Washington Conference staff and church leaders have worked across the entire life of the conference to see that our leaders and churches are meaningfully
engaged in doing the work of constructively addressing the sin of racism and helping to transform hearts, minds, structures, and systems across the church and society.
As those who have been elected by the Baltimore-Washington Annual Conference,
to serve as General and Jurisdictional Conference delegates to our denomination,
we believe that it is a part of our leadership responsibility to give voice, witness, and action to the insidious acts and existence of racism that continue to infect the society and the church, our nation and the world, and to give impetus
to fresh vision in ways of reimagining a church structure, governance, and way of existing in which all of God's people are treated fairly and justly and are fully valued.
As a delegation that is diverse racially and ethnically in regard to gender identity, sexual orientation, theology, and other ways,
we are in an ideal position to speak to the intersections of human experience and oppressions.
Within this context, we commit to helping to lead the process of dismantling individual, systemic, and structural racism in our church and across society.
In our preparation for the General and Jurisdictional Conferences over the coming months,
we as a delegation will be working together to advance the cause of becoming a fully inclusive, anti-racist church.
We are committed to looking within ourselves to examine our own implicit biases and devising approaches to becoming anti-racist.
And we commit to giving prayerful consideration as to how legislation under our care and consideration
and the processes by which we consider and agree to legislation
will impact and potentially disenfranchise people and communities of color, the poor, and those who are marginalized and have been oppressed in other ways. Thank you.